we'll kick off, start off like, what is One Clothing? How it came about, how y'all guys sit at this table with the brand is like picking up and branching off in like the urban community.
Really originated by us all coming to San Antonio and going to school. And from there, it led to more so a family. We realized, with our backgrounds and coming up, we got more in common than we thought. So as time went on, those things began to reveal themselves. Within coming here, not just a family, but we were all into fashion. Art was the way we chose to express ourselves. When you feel good, you dress good. When you feel bad, in a sense, you can only tell by the way a person is dressed. And so, like I said, with us being into fashion, that was something we thought we could really just put our all into and take a toll on it. And that's how One started. And with that acronym, it's originated, not emulated. And so we all look at ourselves as one. And so One was something we chose to dominantly represent us, our culture, community.
When y'all get together and say, you know what, like, man, like, I'm about to do this for real,
August 2016, August 2016, that was it, like that was our month. Once really we just got on the same page, just took off and that was it. Like we wrote the whole brand and we started moving. The momentum never stopped.
So you automatically came in as like somebody who would be designing.
I just like the fashion part. It's just like real creative for me. I'm always thinking of the stuff that's not here and what people probably feeling like, nah, that's not a thing. To me, it's a thing.
What was stopping you from going to a place for? Like, were you in school? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're in San Antonio.
I was in school. I feel more of me not going full out was just confidence in myself at first. But that's where they come in at, Just having two more people that be like, okay, like the stuff that you're doing, it does look good, like you should pursue. So they kind of just gave me more confidence within myself to keep pushing, and I think I do the same for them. So
I think that's the beauty of our team here. Is like we got 3 people, and you got 2 that may agree, and we got that one person that offset. That way, they kind of break the top, and it's like, okay, well, majority win anyway. So whichever votes go the most, then that's what we're going with, because we're a team. So that's where the vote come in.
So what about you, little bro? You know what I mean? Like, where does your where did the switch flip for you to kind of like go all in and say, man, like this is a good brand. I'm gonna be the face of this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take this to the next level. I'm gonna use the modeling platform that I have to like build this brand and to like bring the brand on top of what I'm already kind of like passionate about or invested in.
We just all kind of sat in the same room and was just thinking, just trying to come up with the main, logo for that. And that same night, I'm just on the internet scrolling, looking for different things. And something just hit my mind to sketch up the idea. Later on, I come back and look at it, he made a little adjustment to it. We all fell in love with that stamp. At that point, it was okay. We got a little solid thing going, but we got to find something else to base it off of that. That's where the OP came in. And for the people who don't know what OP is, basically stands for Original Panda. That was the turning point right now. Like, shit, man, like, if I really just go hard, we can do something.
What part of the meeting that stood out to you most that kind of like hit a nerve to say, like, man, like, oh, it's for real, it's serious?
It was a look in his eyes. Like, when we talked, and when he said something, he was like, I'm going hard, bro, what y'all doing? And it was a look in his eyes. It's like, I can really just feel it. Like, I'm really going hard. Like, what's up with you? And it's just like, alright, you know what I'm saying? I wanna match your energy, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna outdo me, you know what I'm saying? But it's a friendly competition, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go just as hard as you know what I'm saying? You go hard, I'm gonna go hard,
And I think my main purpose of really just giving them that speech, I know that when we put our mind on something, the outcome that can come out of it. Like I had mentioned to them all the time, I want to change my family's cycle of poverty. And I feel like if we go all in on this, I know that this isn't something that can only change my life, but it can change the others' life around me as well. And like I say, family is a big thing that we don't just talk about. This is things we act upon. This is genuine love that we give out. But without that work ethic being involved, we ain't going nowhere.
How do you determine who you say is part of the One family?
For one, the brand is really synonymous to my life. So when I say we are one, I really mean that. So I'm able to pull from each one of these guys in a different direction. They all have something that they apply to me differently that they may not know. There's things in my life that I done been through, difficult times, for example. So I had to pull strength from these guys because I had found out during the time that I had a situation with a baby. Come to find out it wasn't mine. These guys held me down and they came through. In moments like that, they're supposed to uplift you. And that's things that these guys did. They didn't judge me or anything. They still kind of tried to ease that moment and make it as easy as possible. So for moments like that, like I said, it's about difficult times that really challenge your relationship and see who's there for you, who ain't.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say we agree and disagree, but these guys have never left me. So those are people and energy that I look forth in my life, and that's why I'm able to call these guys family.
I mean, would it be safe to say that, like, from the pain of what you experienced, first one, is that safe to say?
I most definitely would say it's safe to say that has helped birth this because, I mean, I feel like with that still going on, I wouldn't be able to focus as much, more so on the brand. I probably wouldn't even be in San Antonio right now because I'd be, sitting back home trying to make sure everything would be good with that. So I definitely feel like it's safe to say that has helped me birth this, able to put more focus into it and just really just hit things head on, trying to make sure we taking things on the right path.
Like rebirth.
Like rebirth, yeah.
Rebirth.
The past is the past, and the things that we have coming for us in the future are way brighter than that.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? So with that happening, bringing in his rebirth, you see he got a different glow now.
I mean, Zay, what was your position on it? Like, because you had your own internal struggle that you had going on. How did you balance both of those and still be able to be a source that you can pull from, and then still also try to like fight your way through your own circumstances?
That positive energy, just to be like, man, just because that happened, like we still looking forward, like not to say like that wasn't important or what didn't happen, it didn't matter, but in a way it's like you don't want to let it sit on your conscience too much because then you were so overthinking, and so it's just like I said, just always look forward to the better days because life is not stopping for nobody.
Was there something that was like a moment for you that you was just like, all right, man, like I gotta do better, I gotta switch up my motive, I gotta change my own personal energy?
When they was online, the brand had really went on pause. So it's like, dang, like they not in it no more. That's when I kind of picked up to be like, let me go all in now, because I know they're busy right now. And so at that time, that's when I had got the red hoodies released with the red stripe and the one, and that was like I think one of our first hoodies that was just like a good release.
We don't plan for the time being or the moment. Each produced work that we can evaluate for months. That's another beauty of having this type of circle, is that we got so many perspectives that can really just determine what's good for the season and what's not.
So we got the design, all right, you got the face, and then you got the business. Where do you guys come in to like offer the value or the input into like a one clothing brand?
When we first came out here in 2015, well, when I did, these are the first guys I came around. And we all was some saucy guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all was clean, you know what I'm saying? Like, we always be in the stores trying to find things to wear something clean, like put things together and stuff like that. And we always had that good idea for fashion, you know what I'm saying? And in 2016 when these guys started this brand, it was big. And going along with Eric when he had with the baby and stuff like that, you judge a man's character when his back's against the wall, and he didn't fall. And that's just go along with this circle right here. But as far as consumer standpoint, I ain't gonna wear it just anything, and that's why I come in at. I get that street standpoint, what the streets like. Shit, we keep it moving.
I say genuine insight that warrants nothing in return, and we're so close to each other subconsciously. Everything that we put out, we're gonna all be into like agreement that it comes to trust. Nobody has like any malicious ideas, or everybody's on the same point. So when we put something out there, we know all good is gonna come from it. Different ideas are gonna come from different areas of the past. So when we put all those in the same group, it makes something beautiful. And then when we start to interact inside the community, it makes our access to giving people our clothes and buying the clothes way easier, because If you texting your friend, he's a friend of our friend, and most likely, if you want something for the wintertime, hey, your friend got anything out right now?
I think we so emotionally tied like to this brand that it ain't really like a price you can put on. It took a lot of long nights, a lot of hard work. But like I say, most importantly, if anybody knows that iron sharpens iron, that's just how a lot of our creativity come about. Our whole idea is to build our brand from the ground up. Nobody should know how to run our business better than us.
Yeah.
And we knew we was gonna face, problems as far as finances and things like that, but that wasn't what we were worried about. We knew that was gonna come eventually. It was more so just putting that creativity out to the universe. I think once we put it out, that was it.
That's all it wrote.
Our creativity actually has meaning behind what we produce. You know what I'm saying? We try to be able to tell a story that way. You know what I'm saying? It's more meaningful.
So today, what is the biggest hurdle for one?
I would just say the consistency of the brand, and it's just because like we kind of still getting into our lives, so that's all that's really kind of taking us from the brand. But I mean, we're getting better with that, and we're after a while, once we get very more consistent with it, the brand it's gonna be running itself.
So what's next for One Clothing?
I would say just a lot of more interactive brand, like a brand, like I said, that's gonna care to actually see you and to actually know who you are. Not just, we don't want you just buying behind a computer screen.
This is something we want everybody to feel like they can be a part of, because blood doesn't necessarily really make you family. As you can see, I'm sitting here with, only one that's really just my blood. That's where we come in. That's creating this family to help you feel a part, make you feel like you got that family. That's where the whole brand come in at.
One as a whole motivates the youth and people that came from nothing. Like, you can do anything you set your mind to. All you gotta do is do it. Stop thinking about it. It's all about action.
You thinking, somebody else acting.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that there's something special and authentic in the stories that sit here at the table, and is expressive through the attire that you guys put out. I think that you kind of like also inspire people even above you, people that have came and been entrepreneurs and been in that space, right? It allows us to pull back from you guys and that inspiration, say, man, they put out some other stuff. It's like, all right, well, they're not gonna catch up with me.
Yeah,
so I gotta keep writing too.
Growing up, like, I wasn't even able to really just go to the mall and just pick out my
Facts.
own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
make you
once I got older and was able to see the creativity I could produce, you can see now through the clothes I wear. So that's my way of expressing my joy of artists through fashion.
It's all about keeping it pushing. We've been in 2020.
Oh yeah, we been there.
Mentally.
And when we get to 2020, we want to be in 2025.
We like to stay ahead that way and keep everything already intact and not producing the best quality of urban fashion because we chose to do things last minute.
So I'm gonna ask Connie, Mark, one word to describe One Clothing.
Authentic.
Family.
Original.
Exclusive.
Put it together, you got one.
Cheers, man, to being up next.
Oh yeah, no.
You know what I mean? Cheers.
One family, one love.
Heard me?
All right.